boy, so there's gonna be a lot of controversy regarding this chapter of Hunter x Hunter, because to be honest with you, I even have some mixed opinions on a couple different things that went down. Now, before the Hunter fanboys jumped down my neck, what do you mean, man? Tagashi's the greatest shit since sliced bread. Relax, let me explain. So the beginning of the chapter, it was a shocker and a half. I was like, yo, Hisoka seemingly dead. It kind of fast forwarded a little bit to like basically the explosion already happened. Hisoka did some suicide bomber mission against Chrollo and shit like that, and I was like, yo, seeing his face, it kind of looked really just whoa. Honestly, that's the best word. It looked whoa. Like whoa. Yeah, it looked like that. But to be honest with you, a few pages into the chapter, I already kind of figured something was about to happen where Hisoka was gonna either come back to life or something was gonna happen with Hisoka, and I was right. A few pages into the chapter, Hisoka revived himself or whatever. Now, it was foreshadowed, if I'm correct, it was spoken before that after death your nen gets stronger and all this other stuff, but it still kind of felt like it was in a way a betrayal. Because honestly, from the moment this fight started and it was declared this is a death match, it felt as though Tagashi promised us one of these two people are gonna die, and you know, we had that expectation at this point. Okay, this is a death match, either Hisoka, Chrollo, or both of them are gonna fucking die in this bitch. It was like, oh okay, so we're going that route, and that was the expectation a lot of us had, and that's what we felt should have happened. Either or should have been dead. And the fact that Hisoka did die in a way, it kind of felt as though Tagashi was like, I don't really want to kill off either of these characters, and probably Shueisha won't let him kill off either of these characters, so by the end of the chapter I'll throw you guys a bone and you'll get two deaths instead of just one that was promised in this death match, but it's not going to be of the same caliber as Hisoka or Chrollo. But honestly, even though in the beginning of the chapter when we found out that Hisoka basically planned this in a way so that he could revive himself, and you know, he got up and he was normal and he even stitched his own face up, I was like, okay, disappointed a little bit. Honestly, I was hoping for a death. However, as the chapter progressed and he threatened Machi and he was like, I'm gonna kill all the spiders, I was like, okay, alright. And then by the end of the chapter, it was kind of like Tagashi was like, I know the fans are going to be upset because I almost basically promised them one of these two major characters were going to die. To make up for it, I'm gonna kill two of the troops. So it kind of felt as though it was him giving a, hey, my bad, I know you expected this, but this is something that you'll get instead. Is not as crazy, even though to me I felt as though, holy shit, it's two of the, you know, phantom troops, especially Shalnark. I mean, the other person was like, oh, okay, whatever, but Shalnark and the way Hisoka did, you gotta think the other person basically fucking Hisoka killed while they were taking a shit, decapitated while taking a shit, bro. Hisoka is on some merciless shit, and I don't know if it's that he's salty at this particular point, or this was his goal all along. Maybe he wanted to start with Chrollo. I'm gonna kill Chrollo first and then kill all of the spiders or something like that. But now that he made this declaration, it's like, it kind of feels in a way like Hunter x Hunter speeding into the future of the manga. Like, okay, we got the Dark Continent stuff going up and it's setting up, and it seems as though maybe the troop are gonna be on board or whatever, but they might not even make it on board, because if this whole Hisoka revenge or Hisoka merciless murder shit goes down, he might kill all of the troop before they even get there. It might only be Chrollo, which I still stand by what I said in my last video. I do think that if the circumstances were a little bit different regarding the area and where they fight and how they fight, whatever, I think Hisoka might have had a little bit more of an edge. And I think after this big encounter that Hisoka had with Chrollo in Heaven's Arena, he might actually take into account, okay, I know pretty much what Chrollo can do now. I'm gonna set the circumstances up, so I'm gonna fuck his ass up the next time I see him. So yeah, am I a little bit disappointed regarding Hisoka or Chrollo, neither of them dying? Hisoka basically being 100% back to normal after the fight because he stitched himself up and he was basically dead and then he revived or whatever. A little bit disappointed, yeah. Do I feel as though Tagashi redeemed himself by the end of the chapter, making this big setup of a declaration of Hisoka to kill all the troop and then fucking killing two of them by the end of the chapter? Yeah, I think Tagashi redeemed himself by the end of the chapter. Now, a lot of people are going to say, no, it was amazing, or a lot of people are going to say, no, regardless of what, it's bullshit. I feel as though there was a little bit of a disappointment in there, but I definitely felt as though it was made up by the end of the chapter, and we're going into some new territory. We're still heading towards that Dark Continent stuff, but now with Hisoka's basically plan to murder all these motherfuckers, we have some interesting stuff going on there. So with all that being said, I still felt as though it was very good. If Hisoka would have died like that or something, I think it would have been like absolutely phenomenal. Unfortunately, it didn't go that way, and I still feel as though Tagashi redeemed himself by the end. I mean, you ain't get one of the major deaths, but you still got two deaths, which is still pretty major from the Phantom Troop, which, like, the way Shalnark was there, like, Hisoka's really pissed. Like, I'm curious if this is all strictly for vengeance. Is it that he's mad that he lost to Chrollo? Is he trying to provoke Chrollo again so he could lure him to a different site to fight him or something like that? What is Hisoka's endgame in all this? It seems as though to me that he's just upset and wants vengeance. He's like, fuck all you motherfuckers. And it's like, the curious thing though is that he could have killed Machi right there. He had her tied up and everything. He could have killed her, but he didn't. So it's either two things. Either he just wanted to relay the message, so he was like, okay, I'll leave her alive, or he was using that as an excuse because he doesn't want to kill her, but we might have a confrontation later on down the road. So kind of interesting stuff there. With all that being said, again, very good chapter. I feel as though, even though, yeah, there was some kind of BS in there, Hisoka should have died. Honestly, bottom line, Hisoka should have died. If not Hisoka, Crollo should have died in somewhere. They both should have fucking died in a suicide bombing explosion, whatever. Somebody should have died. However, Togashi gave us something in the end anyway, and gave us a new setup for something even more interesting, some assassination mission. So that's my stance in the chapter, but I want to know what you guys think. Do you think it's BS? You were pissed off because nobody died between the two main characters that were fighting? Or are you through the moon because of this new setup of Hisoka basically trying to assassinate all the spiders? Are you in the middle? What is your overall take on all this? Again, you got my opinion, but I want to know yours. But thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. If you liked anything I had to say or enjoyed the video, drop me a like. I'd greatly appreciate it. And if you want more from me, make sure to subscribe. Follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and stalk my Facebook to get more when the video ends. I'm ForneverWorld, and as always, people, have an awesome day.